So you're going to do your sewing machine test, and you've drawn out your straight line, your zigzag line and your swirl, and you've written your name and class on the piece of A5 paper. What you're going to do is you'll see that all the sewing machines have had the thread and the bobbins taken out of them, because we're not sewing, we are just checking precision. So you've got to test out these sewing machines. There is a lever that helps you put the presser foot up and down. You need to make sure that the presser foot is down and your line that you're trying to get holes into is in the middle of this gap here. If you use the manual wheel and turn it down, it should go into your piece of paper. Now please make sure that you check the settings of the sewing machine and that you are on straight stitch. So I'm going to hope this is on straight stitch. No, it started going back and forth. So let me just check the settings of the sewing machine. Okay, make sure it is definitely on straight stitch. We can test it out on the other side. Okay, it's going straight now. So let's go back onto our straight stitch and put it in the middle. Put your sewing needle in the right place. So what you're going to do is hands either side of the line, not near the needle, and you're going to try your best to get your holes into your line. Okay, so nice and straight going forward, obviously, and stop. So if I was to look at this from the other side, I can see that all the holes are on the line. That's how I test it. Okay, so zigzag stitch, we're going to put the presser foot down, going to make sure that the needle is in the line, and we're going to go straight just like we did before. Now when you get to the corner, you must stop, leave your needle in, lift up the presser foot and spin it round like a hinge, and you're going to repeat that a few times. So make sure you're going in the line, stop, leave your needle in the paper, lift up the presser foot and keep going. So that is how you do the corners. You'll obviously have to do a few more. But if I look on the other side, I can see that the holes are going on the line. So this is lots of students find this the hardest part, the swirl. So what you do, again, put your needle in the line, and you are now going to turn. I've got my hand behind and in front, and I'm going to turn the paper as the machine goes, so spinning it around to make sure that the holes stay in the line. Okay, if the curve gets too much for you, you can stop and put your needle in and then turn it like we did for the corners, just a little bit softer. So straight bit there. Now you can see I'm turning it the other way, and I'm sort of pumping the pedal, so just to check that I can manage this swirl. Okay. Now as the swirl gets smaller and smaller, it becomes more and more challenging. So this is a really effective test for your handling of the sewing machine. So you get one piece of paper, and if you come off the line more than 5 times, then I will ask you to do some more on the same piece of paper, just to show that that you are practicing your precision. So once you have finished, you can turn the manual wheel and it will lift out. You can lift out the needle. So if I look on that, that's not too bad. There's a few wobbles. But say I accidentally came off like here. Yeah. So I would see that you've come off the line. I would circle it with a green pen, and that will be like one of your 5 lives. So you can go up to 5 circles off your test, anywhere on your test. And say you got 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or none at all, then what would happen is I would draw out other bits for you to go around. Okay, so that's your sewing machine test.